Hello lovely students and welcome back to my YouTube channel Ali Mentor. In this lesson we are going to be looking at present continuous tense, also known as present progressive tense, and I have divided this lesson into 5 major categories which are happening now, longer temporary actions, near future, present simple tense but with negative emotions, and lastly the verb that doesn't take ing form. First one happening now, I'm sure that you are familiar with, most common, but these other uses are maybe tough. So let's study them one by one. Number one, happening now. Present continuous tense is used to express an idea that something is happening at this very moment, at this present moment. It mainly answers, what are you doing now? If you ask yourself, what are you doing now? Then you are bound to answer in present continuous tense. For example, I'm teaching you English. You are learning something. Let's look at the structure of the tense. First, we have the subject and then be verb, which is a mark depending upon the subject. And then we have main verb with ing form, also known as present participle and object. Well, he is watching TV. Now you tell me what they are doing. Yes, they are playing in the garden. What is he doing? He's catching fish. Longer temporary action. Sometimes we use present continuous tense to say that we are in the process of doing something which is in progress. We may not be doing this at this exact time, and it merely answers, what are you doing nowadays? What are you doing nowadays? For example, I am studying to become a doctor. When I say this sentence, I don't mean that I'm actually studying at this moment. When I'm replying, my intention is to say that studying is something that I've started in the past, but it will last for a long period of time, maybe after 2 years, after 3 years. Let's move to the next usage. Number 3, near future action. Sometimes speakers use present continuous tense to indicate that something will or will not happen in the near future, something that you are about to do. For example, I am meeting my friends after work. Now, after work, I will meet my friends. I'm using this sentence, present continuous tense, because it is something that I'm about to do. Another example is, are you leaving for London tomorrow? Now, number 4, shows the meaning like present simple, but with negative emotions. Present continuous tense is also used to express the idea that something irritating happens, which is negative emotions. In this usage, you are bound to use consistently or always between be and present participle. For example, he's always coming late to the class. Now it's something that you don't like about her. You don't like her coming late to the class. It's a negative emotion, so we are using always here. Another example is, he's constantly talking. I wish he would shut up. Now this is something that you don't like about him, and we have used constantly here to express the negative emotion. I hate because it's always raining there. Finally, the last usage that I'm going to teach you today is stative verb. It is important to remember that non-continuous verbs, also known as stative verbs, cannot be used in any continuous tenses. Instead of using present continuous tense, use present simple tenses instead. Now I have made a list of these incorrect and correct sentences. Just look at them first. These grapes are tasty for, and these grapes taste for. Now is an stative verb, cannot be used in continuous. So the correct one is, these grapes taste. Similarly, I'm thinking you are wrong is wrong. I think you are wrong is correct. He is seeming said incorrect. He seems said correct. Now there is exception. You can use stative verbs in present continuous tense only if when you like something for a very short period of time. For example, when you say, I am loving this party, you are implying that generally you don't like the parties, but today, for a very short period of time, you like this party. So that was it for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it added value and you found it productive. If yes, consider becoming part of this channel. And I have also uploaded a video on present simple tense. I would recommend you to watch that video also. And I will see you soon for another lesson.